So you want a quick and easy way to animate your MidJourney images? Well, in this video, I'll show you 4 amazing tools that will allow you to take your MidJourney creations from this to this. I'll leave a link in the description for all the tools that I discussed so that you can check them out. Let's get to it. So the first tool we're going to be using is called Runway ML. This is always my go-to tool for several reasons. One, it's relatively cheap. For just $12 US, you get a ton of credits. It's got a ton of other features outside of the image to video that we'll be using today, and they're all really good quality. You have a lot of control over your video generations. You can control the camera movement, the character movement, and it's all within a very easy to understand interface. It's fast, only taking a couple of minutes to generate a 10-second clip. And lastly, it just delivers awesome looking results. All in all, it's just my favorite tool to use to animate my MidJourney images. So head over to runwayml.com and head over to generative video. At the top here, you can choose between various different Runway models. If you're a free user, you'll have to use the Alpha Turbo. However, if you've got a paid subscription, then you can use the Gen 3 Alpha. Either will give you good results, so it doesn't massively matter which you use. Now we can go ahead and drag in our image that we want to animate. Once that's uploaded, we can enter a prompt here. You can choose to leave this blank if you want. However, adding a prompt will give you a bit more control over the result. I'm just going to let Runway decide on how to animate this image so you can see what kind of results that you can expect without a prompt. You can also select whether the image you uploaded will be the first frame of the animation or the last frame. Essentially, will your animation begin or end with the image you upload? You can also choose the duration of your animation between 5 and 10 seconds. I'll just select 5 seconds for the purpose of this video, and then I'm going to hit generate. Okay, brilliant. After about 2 or 3 minutes, our video is finished generating, so let's check it out. Awesome. As you can see, Runway's done a really good job of animating this image and really bringing it to life. Let's do one more example with Runway, this time using a prompt. So again, I'm going to drag in my image here. Now that's finished uploading, I can enter my prompt in this box here. If you have a character that's the focus of your image, I found it's best to refer to them as the subject. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter my prompt in down here. So again, I'm going to make sure I have the duration set to 5 seconds and hit generate. Okay, that's finished generating. Let's check it out. As you can see, we've got some morphing going on with the turtle, but other than that, the video looks really good. So I'm just going to run this through Runway one more time and see what we get. Okay, brilliant. On the second attempt, this has worked much better. The animation flows, there's no morphing, and it just looks really good. Let's just do one final example and we'll move on to the next tool. So again, I'm going to drag my clip in, enter my prompt down below, and this time I'm going to have the animation end on this image. So I'm going to click last here. I'll leave it as 10 seconds for this one and click generate. Okay, let's check out our last generation. Nice. As you can see, we've got the lightning falling down. This does look a little bit like a wave machine, but other than that, this is really cool. I really like how this has turned out. All in all, I'd say it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to animate a MidJourney image with Runway. And given the overall quality of the animation you get, that's pretty mind-blowing. Okay, let's move on to the next tool. If you're looking to add nice camera movement to your shot, then Leonardo AI is an awesome option. That said, you're not actually able to add any text prompts alongside your image, which can be seen as either a good or bad thing. Obviously, you have less control over your image as you can't directly tell the AI what to do, but the whole process is much simpler. So you want to head over to Leonardo.ai and create an account. Once you're logged in, head over to Motion, select an image, upload an image, then find the file that you want to upload. Now we can select a motion strength from 1 to 10. I found 3 to provide the best results, however, the number changes from image to image, so that might require a bit of tweaking on your end. So I'm just going to drag mine down to 3 and click generate. Once that's finished generating, you'll be able to find it in your personal feed. Nice, as we can see, we've got some handheld like camera motion and our character is moving a little bit. It's really not a bad result given how little effort's required. Let's do one more example with a different type of image before we move on to the next tool. So again, we'll head to Motion, select an image, upload an image, select the image you want to upload. I'll set the strength to 3 and click generate. Head over to personal feed and it should be there in a minute. Okay, that's finished generating. Let's have a little look. As you can see, we've got some lifelike camera movement in there and it's really brought the image to life. If you're happy with your video, you can go ahead and click the download button here. Right, let's move on to tool number 3. Okay, so the next tool we're going to be using to animate our MidJourney images is called Pixverse. When you sign up, you do get a handful of free credits which you can use. However, 1,000 credits cost us $5, and that's not too bad considering each video generation only costs 15 credits. Now, I will say Pixverse does struggle a bit with images with characters in them, and it's probably better suited for more like abstract and artsy images. With that said, let's just jump on and give it a try. So head over to pixverse.ai and click Try Pixverse. But once you've made your account and signed in, you'll be greeted by this page. You want to click on the image icon here and select the image that we want to animate. Now, we've got a fair few options that we can play around with, so let's go over them. The first one here is a magic brush. This basically allows you to highlight specific areas of the image that you want to animate. As you can see, Pixverse has automatically detected some of the elements in this image, and if we check the box, it will paint these elements for us, for example, the person here, or the laptop. However, I want to animate the background of this image, so I'm just going to highlight that manually. You can adjust the size of your brush using the slider here. With that highlighted, let's click on the Draw Magic Brush direction. This basically just tells Pixverse which direction our highlighted areas move. So now I'm just going to draw an arrow downwards and click Confirm. Now next to our image, we can go ahead and enter our prompt. Then we can set the duration, which can be between 5 and 10 seconds. I'll go for 5 seconds. Make sure you have the most recent model selected. I'll leave the motion mode as normal and the camera movement as default. And let's go ahead and click Create. Okay, that's finished generating. Let's take a quick look. As you can see, we've got some camera motion. We've got a weird kind of lens flare thing going on, but that's not terrible. And the camera sort of tilts upwards. Overall, that's not too bad, I think. Let's just do one more quick example before we move on. So go ahead and upload your image. I'm going to type in my prompt. Clouds blowing in the wind of a sun-covered landscape. And let's select the magic brush tool. This time I'm going to select the sky box here. And as we can see, Pixverse has automatically highlighted the sky. It has picked up some of the ground here, so I'm going to manually erase that. Then I'm going to draw the magic brush direction to the right. I'm also going to add another brush to this image. So I'm going to click brush 2. Then I'm going to select the person. And as you can see, it's automatically highlighted the person down here. I'm going to draw the motion going to the left. Click confirm. Now let's click create and see what we get. And this shot just looks awesome. It looks really, really dramatic with a ton of motion. Right, let's move on to our final tool. Okay, so the next and final tool we're going to be using to animate our MidJourney images is called Luma Dream Machine. So head over to lumalabs.ai and create an account. Once you've made an account, click on the image icon to upload your image. Make sure you have the enhanced prompts enabled and go ahead and enter your prompt. For me, I'll enter an astronaut working on a laptop while stars float past and click on the arrow icon here. Awesome, that's finished generating. As you can see, we've got our astronaut sitting there typing away on his laptop. The camera's moving slightly and the stars are moving in the background. Now, a really, really cool thing you can do with Luma Dream Machine is transform your character, morph them from one thing to another. This does require you to have two of the same image, but with a different character. This is really easy to achieve with MidJourney's edit feature. So I'll go ahead and upload my first image and make sure that's set as the start frame. I'll then click the end frame icon here and choose my second image. Then I'll type in the following prompt. An astronaut wearing an outfit on the moon transforms into an angelic astronaut, stars floating past. This basically just means that the animation is going to start on this image with our orange astronaut and end on this image with our white astronaut. I'll hit submit and wait for that to generate. Awesome, that took a while, but it has finished generating. As we can see now, our astronaut morphs into a more angelic-like astronaut. Obviously a bit of a weird and abstract concept, but I'm sure you can see the potential of this kind of animation. Before we wrap up the video, I just wanted to show you one more tool that's really, really useful when you're using these AI tools to animate your images. So the resolution of these AI animations tends to be really, really small. Luma Dream Machine, for example, something like 1300 by 700. So what I'd recommend doing is running your AI animations through an Upscaler. So we can use a free tool such as this video Upscaler that I found. While it's not the best, it is free and does give you a larger resolution to work with. So go ahead and upload your animation file and click Start Upscaling. Once that's finished, click Download and you'll have a much better resolution to edit with. Well, there we have it. I hope you have found this useful and you found some cool ways to animate your MidJourney images. If you've got any questions about the tools that I've discussed in the video, please feel free just to drop a question down below and I'll come back to you. Of course, if you have found this helpful, please do leave a like and subscribe as that massively helps me out. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.